Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is JuanTheYarnAddict, and today I offer you a tutorial for the solid hexagon motif. The motifs that you're looking at consists of 5 rounds of double crochet. They measure just under 6 inches. More specifically, they measure 5 inches, 5 3/4 inches. Okay. Let's just double check here. Yep, 5 3/4 inches. The hook I used was a clover 6mm, otherwise known as a US letter J. The yarn that I used was Premier's Just Yarn. It's a medium 4-weight yarn, and they recommend a 5.5mm crochet hook. Again, I went ahead and used a 6mm crochet hook. You can use whatever weight yarn you'd like, and whatever hook size you're most comfortable with for the weight yarn you're choosing to use for your project. This is part 1 of a 3-part project here. Part 1 will consist of solid hexagon motifs. Part 2 will consist of half motifs. And part 3 will be a tutorial on how to join everything together to create your project. Okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on our project. Okay, so first thing is first. What we need to do is create a slip knot on our hook. Let me just zoom us in. However you do this is absolutely fine, so long as the result is this. From here, what we need to do is chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can use the magic circle if you'd like. For this tutorial, I'm using the chain circle method. So from here, you take the tip of your crochet hook and insert it into the first chain. Draw up a loop and slip to close. You're then going to take your tail, bring it around to hold on to with your middle finger and your thumb. Pull on your working yarn to tighten everything together to create that little circle. And you're going to chain 3. The chain 3 will count as a double crochet. So now the next step, we're going to make a double crochet into the circle. Go into the circle, make a double crochet, just like this. And then you're going to chain 1. From here, we're going to go back into the circle with 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Chain 1. Go back into the circle with 2 more double crochets. Chain 1. Go back into the circle with 2 double crochets. Chain 1. Go back into the circle with 2 double crochets. And pause to count your sides. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6. So just pull everything over to the side, just like that. Chain 1 and go back into your circle with 2 more double crochets. Just like that. From here, we chain 1, and then we're going to go into the 3rd chain at the beginning of the round. We're going to draw up a loop. We're going to slip to close. And you should have, for round 1, 6 sets of double crochets. To start round 2, what we need to do is chain 3. The chain 3 does count as a double crochet. We're going to go into the next stitch with a double crochet right here. Your next stitch will go into the chain space. So double crochet into the chain space, chain 1, go back into the chain space with another double crochet. Now, round 1 had 2 double crochets. Round 2 will have 4 double crochets per side. So here's the first one. We're going to slide that over to reveal a little triangle. You're going to yarn over, go into that triangle, and do a double crochet, just like that. You're going to do another double crochet in the next stitch, and the next stitch is the chain space. Let me just grab some more yarn here. So far for this particular side, we have 3 double crochets. We're going to go into the chain space for the 4th double crochet. That's one side right there. We're going to chain 1 and go back into the chain space to start the next side. So that's the first stitch. The second one, we're going to slide that over to reveal the triangle. It's very little. It's right there. We're going to yarn over, go into that triangle, and do a double crochet. And it's literally the double crochet for the stitch beneath it. Okay? We're going to do another double crochet, and then here we are in the chain space. Go into the chain space, double crochet. So there's your 4 for the side. Chain 1, go back into the chain space, and we're going to repeat that one more time. So 4 stitches for the side here. So here's the first one. We're going to slide that over to reveal the triangle there. We're going to go into that triangle, double crochet. That's 2. The next stitch will receive a double crochet. That's 3. And then the chain space will receive a double crochet. That's 4. Okay, so continue doing that, and I shall see you at the end of round 2. 4 double crochets per side. So here I am approaching the end of round 2. I just finished the 5th side. We're back at the beginning here with the chain 3 space. So if you notice, there's only 3 stitches there. So in the chain space, we're going to obviously chain 1 and then go back into the chain space to do a double crochet, and that will be the 4th stitch that you need for that first side. Okay, so each side of all the rounds, or all the sides here, should have 4 stitches. Okay, so we're going to go back into the chain space. So we got to count 3. 1, 2, and 3. Go into the chain space there, draw up a loop, and slip to close. And that completes round 2. So for round 1, we had 2 double crochets. Round 2, we had 4 double crochets. So round 3, it will be 6 double crochets per side. So we're going to chain 3, and it will count as a double crochet. So this very first side, if you notice, we're starting in the middle of the side. So we're not going to get 6 from the beginning. So what I do is that I go into the next stitch, do a double crochet, the next stitch, double crochet, chain space, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So now that I started the new side, here's my first stitch. I need 6 double crochets here. So I take the first stitch from the chain space, slide it over to reveal the triangle, double crochet, just like that. That second double crochet matches the bottom there. Okay, that was the chain space double. This is the first stitch of the side, right? Because it goes above like that. So there's 2 stitches so far. 3, 4, 5, and now the chain space 6. So those are the 6 double crochets for the first full side. This was the beginning, but we started in the middle of the round, so we can't count that yet. So there's 6. So we're going to chain 1 and then go back into the chain space with another double crochet. We're going to take the first chain there out of the chain space, right, and slide it over. It's going to reveal that triangle. Double crochet right above the first stitch from the previous row. So we know we need 6 double crochets. We have 2 so far. So this is the 3rd one. This is the 4th one. This is the 5th one. And the chain space makes the 6th. Just like that. So I'll do it with you one more time. We're going to chain 1 and go back into the chain space with a double crochet. We're going to take the double crochet and slide it over to reveal the triangle, which is the head of the stitch from the previous round. We're going to double crochet right into there. So far that's 2 stitches for this particular side. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and the chain space makes 6. Okay? So we have 6 double crochets for that particular side. Okay? That's what we're looking like so far. So continue this side and this side here, and I will meet you right here. Okay? Okay, friends, so here we are. I finished the 5th side here. We need to finish the round here for side 6. So for this last side here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 total stitches. We need 2 more. So we need to just chain 1 and go back into that chain space, because every corner should have a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 1 more stitch to finish the side. So double crochet right into the next stitch. See that triangle there? We're going to go right into there and do a double crochet. And there's the 6 stitches. So to close the round, we go 1, 2, 3, the 3rd chain space, drop a loop and slip to close. And there's your 6 stitches for that side. So 3 rows in, that's what we're looking like. We have established all of our sides, all 6 of them. Okay? So for round 4, like the previous rounds, we're going to chain 3, and it will count as a double crochet. We're going to give the next 3 stitches here double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So here we are at a chain space. We're going to give the chain space a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Now, row 1 was 2 stitches, row 2 was 4 stitches, row 3 was 6 stitches, so row 4 is 8 stitches. Now, we've already got 1 for this side. We're going to slide that over to reveal the small little triangle there, and we're going to insert our hook into there to give this stitch a double crochet. So there's 2. So you're going to give the remaining stitches of the row a double crochet. So far that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Your last stitch will be in the chain space, so that's 8. We're going to chain 1 and go back into the chain space to start the next side. We're going to slide that over to reveal the triangle. We're going to go into that triangle, double crochet, that's 2 so far. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and your 8th stitch will be from the chain space. So that's actually the repeat here. We're going to chain 1, go back into the chain space, slide that over to reveal that little triangle there, go into that triangle, double crochet. There's 2. Continue going until you have 7 stitches. So that's 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then your 8th stitch will come from the chain space. There's your 8 stitches of that particular side. Chain 1, go back into the chain space. There's the first stitch of this side. So continue doing this and I will meet you at the end of the round here. Okay friends, so I just finished the 5th side of the 6. I just have the last side here to go. So to finish this side here, I went into the chain space to give that 8 stitches, 8 double crochets. So I'm going to chain 1, go back into the chain space for this side here, the last side. So far for this side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stitches, so we need 2 more. The first one, we're going to slide that over to reveal the triangle, double crochet. And then the last stitch will be made right here. And that will complete the 8 stitches that we need for this particular side. So to close off, 1, 2, 3 chains up, insert your crochet hook, draw up a loop, and slip to close. And that, my friends, wraps up round 4. Okay, so for round 5, it's the final round. Round 1 was 2, 4 for the second round, 6 for the third round, 8 for the fourth round. So the final round is 10 stitches per side. Okay, so chain 3, it counts as a double crochet. Double crochet in the next stitch, and double crochet in the remaining 3 stitches. We're going to double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the chain space. Okay. So now we need 10 stitches total for this particular side. We've already got 1 from the chain space. We're going to slide that over, reveal the triangle, go in there with a double crochet. So far we have 2 stitches for the side. We're going to continue doing double crochets down the side until we get to this stitch right here. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So those stitches are all present, but we only have 9. So the 10th stitch will come out of the chain space. All chain spaces get a double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. So I'm going to do this with you one more time. We're going to slide this over to reveal the triangle, double crochet. So far we have 2 double crochets for the side. For this 5th round we need 10 double crochets per side. So there's 2, and we're going to continue going all the way down until we get to our last double crochet. Okay, so far we have 9 double crochets. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10th double crochet will come out of the chain space. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. That's the first stitch of the new side. So continue going down and around, and I will meet you near the end of round 5. Okay friends, so here I am at the last side of round 5. So what I did was, in the chain space of this last side, I did double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So for this final side, I have 1 stitch here, and then here are the rest of the stitches for the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 3 more stitches. So this first stitch, we pull it to the side, reveal the triangle. 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. To close off the round, 3 chains up, so 1, 2, and 3. Insert your hook, draw a loop, slip to close, and chain 2. Grab scissors, cut a tail about yay long, about 4 or 5 inches. Pull your crochet hook away from your work. Take your thumb and your middle finger, squeeze gently, pull on your working yarn going this way, pull on your fingers down this way. And that creates a double knot that makes it virtually impossible to get out. So turn your work over, grab a darning needle, and sew in that end. Just like that. I use the zigzag technique back and forth, just like this. Making sure to grab fibers along the way. It holds the yarn better. Okay. Then you're going to take your scissors and trim that off. And then down here at the beginning, you're going to find your tail. Just tug on that to close up your center. And then you're going to take your shears and trim that off. And that, my friends, is how you do a solid hexagon motif. Let me just grab some of the others. And so here we are, my friends. Piece of cake. So yeah, that pretty much wraps that up. If you enjoyed this tutorial, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Again, this is part 1 of a 3-part series. Part 2 will be the half hexagons, and part 3 will be how to join them. So that is all I have. Until the next one, guys, take care, and thank you for watching.